Now on Sunrise, evacuations across the area as this week's rain raises the risk of landslides. Plus, how one Washington county is recovering from historic floods and preparing for another round of rain. Your news starts now. Good morning, and thanks for joining us on this Sunday morning. It is 6 o'clock. I'm Libby Dowsett alongside Corey Johnson in our red for the holiday week.
Yes, we're so festive. That's exciting. Yeah,
I know.
Christmas.
Good choice.
So soon, so around the corner. It's actually the first day of winter as well, which is
today.
Yes, it is. Yeah, the 21st. And so it doesn't feel like it outside. I mean, the weather.
It's dark.
Yes, it's definitely dark, but rain-wise, we're just cloudy at this time. We're not seeing much in the way of wet conditions across much of our area, but that is going to change as we go throughout the rest of the day. This is our Rose City camera. Definitely still dark outside this morning, 42 degrees and cloudy. Our temperatures sitting around there, upper 30s, lower 40s at this time. 32 in the Dalles, 35 in Pendleton, 43 in Longview, Kelso at this hour. Very dark from our Explorer Tualatin Valley camera. Can't see much out there at this time. 42 degrees there, and over at the state capitol, those lights shining for us near the Capitol building, 38 degrees in Salem. A look at futurecasts throughout the day. So as we kick off the morning right now, most of the heavier showers that we're seeing are really to the south near Medford, Eugene, Roseburg at this hour. So we're sitting just cloudy at this time. There is a band making its way off the coast. By the time we get to about 3 this afternoon, that's when it'll pick up across our area. And then on and off patterns is what, as far as showers are concerned, as we get into the evening hours and into our new work week. I'll break down the timing coming up.
Thank you, Corey. The worst of our flooding may be over, but evacuation notices remain for the risk of landslides. This following a long stretch of heavy rain. In Oregon City, 2 homes on Applegate Terrace have been evacuated due to landslide activity. A person living in the area told first responders they saw signs of the nearby hillside shifting. Other homes on the street are under level 1 Be Ready notice. Crews say there's no damage to water and sewer lines at this point, and there does not appear to be any further slide activity. In Welch's, there's a level 3 Go Now order in effect right now for this landslide. It's at the south end of East Salmon River and Welch's Road, which leads to the Salmon River trailhead. We spoke with a neighbor who lives nearby about the cleanup effort. He says he was told by the county, quote, "It will get done when it gets done."
They're getting the dump trucks up here as fast as they can. They're hauling the stuff out to the county yard. There's a lot of rock, a lot of mud, and just a lot of debris. They've already made a little bit of a dent on there up there. It was quite a bit worse yesterday when I came up, so it's looking better by the hour.
The county is asking hikers to avoid the area while they clear that trail. In Salem, firefighters rescued a woman whose campsite was surrounded by floodwaters. This was around 10:30 Saturday morning near Hager's Grove Road Southeast. With the help of the Kaiser Fire District there and its water rescue team, the woman was rescued and treated on scene.
Neighbors helping neighbors, that's what I've seen over and over and over again. And I honestly find that extremely inspiring at a time like this, that folks are helping on that level. And that's what's going to help us get through this.
Washington's governor sharing what he's seen across the state as they recover from historic flooding. Governor Bob Ferguson announced preparations are underway in case of another levee failure in King County. In the past week, there have been 2 levee breaches, one in Tukwila, another in Pacific. The governor says National Guard soldiers will be monitoring the levees across King County 24/7 through the holidays. 4 swiftwater rescue teams also have been called in, and a second strike team is ready to help repair a levee in the event of a breach.
The experts we have been speaking with make it clear that there has been historic stress on the system. The sheer number of days and the sheer amount of water is historic.
Their atmospheric river could arrive in Washington just a few days after Christmas. In the Portland metro area, the aftermath of flooding affecting the Willamette and Columbia rivers. It forced the cancellation of the cherished Christmas ships parade on Friday after the rivers were deemed too dangerous for the boats. Jake Holter has more.
Yeah, that kind of current can really turn things sideways pretty quick.
Christopher Sloggett is the captain of the schooner Rose, which is docked at River Place Marina. He says he's never seen so much debris in the Willamette as he did Friday.
There were so many logs in the water that you could walk across the river log to log. It was really something to see.
As a charter boat, he says people booked Friday night for a good vantage point for the Christmas ships parade, but it wasn't meant to be due to the debris.
Checking their Facebook throughout the day, knowing the amount of logs that were actually on the water, of which about 2 hours before the Christmas ships were going to go on, we saw that they canceled. So we already had a bunch of people booked for the night. We ended up taking them out, and everyone still had a really nice night.
The schooner Rose, a large boat, however, and Portland Fire and Rescue Harbor Master Sean Whalen says people who want to go out into the river right now themselves should rethink that.
What I would say to anybody is unless you have to go in the river right now, there's absolutely no reason to go in it.
He says the debris from the flooding and the swiftness of the river makes it very dangerous.
Again, you just can't get out of the way of those things fast enough in a lot of cases, especially if you're looking the other way and it comes up behind you.
He asks those who want to get out on the water to wait it out.
Wait till the water comes down, the flow comes down, the debris washes through, and then it's, much safer to go into the water.
Jake Holter, KGW News.
This morning, a 41-year-old man stands charged with murder for a fatal stabbing in the Hazelwood neighborhood. Portland police arrested 41-year-old Jason Norwest on Saturday. Officers responded to a disturbance call yesterday morning at an apartment on Southeast Stark Street. There, they found a woman's body and detained Norwest at the scene. Police are asking for any witnesses to share what they know. Portland police are also investigating a deadly hit-and-run crash. It happened just after midnight Saturday morning near Southeast Madison and 122nd Avenue. By the time officers got there, the driver had left. In Woodburn, police arrested a man accused of hitting and killing a woman with his car. Police say evidence shows 18-year-old Michael Boar was under the influence when he hit Jens Lurbach. This happened near James Street and Tierra Lynn Drive. He was booked on DUI and manslaughter charges. The investigation is ongoing. Members of the Washington State Patrol are honoring one of their own who was killed in the line of duty Thursday night. Trooper Tara Marissa Gooding was 29 years old. A motorist struck her while she was responding to a crash. Alex McClune has more.
A massive police escort overnight. Cruisers lined the streets to escort Trooper Tara Marissa Gooding from the hospital to the medical examiner's office early Saturday. Washington State Patrol says a driver struck the trooper around 7:30 Friday night just south of the Port of Tacoma. Police have made no arrests and announced no charges after the driver stopped, stayed at the scene, and gave information to officers. The State Patrol says the trooper was by herself outside her cruiser. She was tending to a crash involving two cars. A Department of Transportation incident response vehicle was controlling traffic close by.
An individual like that who serves that many years in our National Guard and then chooses to go to the State Patrol, that is somebody who is, to put it mildly, deeply invested in public service.
Trooper Gooding served 8 years in the Army National Guard before joining the Washington State Patrol and graduating a year ago. She was assigned to Tacoma while her husband, a deputy state fire marshal, is stationed in North Bend. The two married in 2019 at the state's Fire Training Academy.
Both very young people, very vibrant, and both love the Washington State Patrol and the jobs that they signed up for.
The State Patrol will fly Gooding's family to Washington from their home in Hawaii. Her high school posted on Facebook saying, "Sending love and prayers to our Trojan, Ohana." Classmate Christopher Govea worked with her at the YMCA of Honolulu, helping young kids who are now about to graduate high school.
I do recall when she first joined the Army National Guard, and it definitely fits her character pretty well. She's definitely someone who was always selfless, and she was willing to serve in whatever she was called to.